Good morning, good morning, good morning.
In 900 feet, turn left onto South Parsons Avenue.
Turn you down, okay. How's everybody today? It's Tuesday. What's today's day? I don't even know what today is. The 17th, 19th, yeah. Tuesday, February 19th, 2019. 2/19/19. For those of you playing the numbers, there you go. Anybody, if you want to... I don't play the numbers, and I don't give out the numbers. Anyway, it's been quite an interesting President's Day weekend with everything going on with Justice Smalley and all that. The hoax, as it were. But I want to talk here. Just go ahead and share this puppy before we get going. And down at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, if you would like to follow my Periscopes. And at Rob Carpenter 2, on all social media platforms. And also you get text alerts from me from an 813-285-4974. 813-285-4974 to get text updates from me. But I'd like to hear your comments, and let's talk for 1 minute. I'm on my way to the office here. This is a federal crime. And I'm talking about the Jussie Smollett story, the Jussie Smollett hoax. Sound like it's going to be a Lifetime movie. It's going to be a Lifetime special. It's going to be in the Fed prison. I don't think that he will get much time, but he's going to definitely be convicted of something. Let's take a look at this, and I'm getting a lot of my information now from CWB Chicago.com. CWBChicago.com. It's a local crime blog there, and they have been excellent. I recommend you go follow them on Twitter, CWB Chicago, or CWB.com, CWBChicago.com, excuse me, to get their hot takes on everything that's going on with this. Hey, board at work, good to have you. But listen, this is a federal crime, because one of the things that I kept realizing, it's a couple of things we must realize. It's more than just the hoax of putting these two African, the African American of the Nigerian descent. They said that they were born in America. They're not anti-Trump. They're not homophobic, and they're of Nigerian descent. So they are African Americans. They are Americans, Black Americans. So let's get that straight. So now here's the deal. So it's more than just hey, we're gonna play a little trick and get a little hype. And there's something I was thinking about before, because remember, about 8 days before this happened, there was a hate mail that was sent to the Empire Studio. And understand something, they had a white powder. The white powder, they didn't know if it was going to be anthrax or something like that, all that kind of stuff. So understand, they had to investigate. They had to shut down some of the, so they can make sure that everything was safe, everybody was safe. That's the United States Postal Service, the postal inspectors. That's federal right there. So while those 8 days were coming along and going on, there was already a federal investigation finding out who sent this letter, who mailed it, where they mailed it from, so on and so forth. Now, let's go a little further. They didn't think about that. Jussie and the crew didn't think about that, because I don't think it's in this by itself. Now, then, so when this hate crime happened, you must understand something. Now you have a situation where, because it was deemed as homophobic and racial, the Fed's going to automatically come take a look. Automatically going to take a look. You haven't heard much of the FBI being there, but they've been, doing their thing, because they were already doing the investigation on the hate mail towards him. So he was already being watched. He was already being investigated. Oh, Jussie. Now, you must understand something, too. So there's going to be consequences just for the mail fraud, which could be up to 30 years. I don't know if it'll be. But just all the resources that were taken to investigate a hoax. Hey, y'all, welcome. The bottom right-hand corner of the screen, at Rob Carpenter. Follow me. I want your opinions, your input. Excuse me, I just got my Invisalign, my braces or whatever the case, the visible thing. So this is my first day. So if I sound a little funny, that's why I'm getting adjusted to the invisible kind, retainers or whatever. Retainers, they're invisible retainers. Anyway, so now, SmileDirectClub.com. SmileDirectClub.com. That's a famous plug. Now, here's the thing about it. So you got the postal investigation, federal investigation about the mail fraud going on. They say he did not feel like he got enough attention from that. That's why they concocted this hoax, hate crime hoax. So that's also a federal offense. So you got to understand something. With all the pressure that's on the FBI for doing a horrible job with some other well-known cases that shall remain nameless, you got to understand something. They're not going to drop this. Chicago PD has a name, a reputation, good, bad. Thanks for the hearts. So they're going to make sure that they cross every T and dot every I. This is a federal crime. And it's a shame because the Trump derangement syndrome that Jesse and so many seem to suffer from will cause them to literally take their career and throw it in the garbage can, all because they hate Bad Man Orange. All because they hate Bad Man Orange. Now, it's highly likely that most MAGA people didn't even know who Jesse Smollett or the show Empire was. They had a certain demographic that they were attracting, that they attract. Bad Man Orange, as he says, 45, probably didn't know who he was until, his name was invoked. And his supporters were invoking this. I mean, think about it. You sitting around here thinking that you hating somebody that don't. This is what gets me. I'm getting fired up now. How can you hate somebody with that much anger, bitterness, and vitriol that doesn't even know who you are? If I'm going to hate somebody, and I don't hate anybody, I love everybody. If I'm going to hate somebody, it's going to be somebody who has done me that I feel like dead wrong. I mean, just hurt me or damaged me beyond any, Dr. Diploma says, beyond anything I can imagine. Dr. Diploma says, why has the leftist media gone silent since the revelation of his claim being a hoax? I'll tell you why. Because they help perpetuate the story without any evidence. And now, all they're going to do is back up. All they're going to do is just act like, hey, we were just doing our reporting. We don't know anything. I mean, Robert Roberts has like eggs, scrambled eggs and yolk all over her face. She did not challenge him. She knew it was, she had to. Dan Abrams of ABC. Come on, the legal analysts. Come on. There were holes in the story from the beginning. Okay? But look at this. You hate somebody so much that you throw away your career, you throw away your reputation, and the person you hate doesn't even know who you are. That's got to be the most dumbest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And some of you need to check yourself. I hate Trump. Oh, Trump don't even know you. Trump ain't did nothing to you. I know, they're all dodging right now. Thank you, Trisha K. They sure are. Trump doesn't know who you are. Trump hasn't done that to you directly. You're just going on what the mainstream media has told you. Now, if he's done something to you, if he's made a policy that's directly affected you negatively, okay, just like his politics. But to hate somebody that don't really done that to you, that is, it's immature. It's immature. It's childish. Mike says, I smelled it, made no sense. Exactly. So this is a federal crime. Just as small as a federal crime because you got the mail fraud and then you got the hate crime hoax and everything. Now, here's the thing. The Trisha K says they don't like the fact that he is painfully honest. That's right. Trump has offended my race. Trump, probably has. Mike Silk, Trump has probably offended everybody's race. I believe it. He don't care about feelings. He cares about our future. Trump has, but did Obama offend you? Or Obama couldn't offend you because maybe he's the same race. I don't know what race you are, Mike. But I'm just saying, everybody's going to offend somebody. But to hate somebody who's not done anything to you, who doesn't even know you exist, who you've never met, it's a little weak. It's a little immature. A little immature. Now, here's one thing that nobody's also thought about. Kamala Harris and Cory Booker and one other senator introduced anti-lynching legislation. Literally, you're back. Okay, thank you, Mike. All right. Now, but Mike, let's say you can't hate something without loving it first. Exactly. You don't hate. Good. I'm glad you don't hate, Mike. But listen to this. Here's the thing about it. Black unemployment is the lowest it's been in 40, 50 years. So he ain't trying to take the black. Remember y'all was saying, some of y'all was saying, not you, Mike, but some people were saying, yeah, Trump gonna send us back to Africa. Really? Really? You couldn't get a bunch of Negroes all together in one place to send them nowhere, because they ain't going. I got quiet on that. I'm telling you. So listen. But Kamala Harris and Cory Booker introduced anti-lynching legislation. There haven't been any actual lynching in about 50 years, by the way. They did presented anti-lynching legislation to the Senate. Literally because of this Justice Smollett modern day lynching, as Cory Booker and Kamala Harris says. So now you have congressional legislation that was presented because of something that ended up being a hoax. Okay? So Mike says that unemployment and employment rate is a stat. Can we just say, businesses, can we just say, screw this hoaxer? Very unfortunate he lied. That was funny. Yeah, it is unfortunate. And I think that's the point, other than letting you know this is a federal crime from the mail fraud and then also the hate hoax and all that. But it's so bad because, I mean, for all intents and purposes, he's a talented young man, actor, singer, whatever the case, entertainer, and he's throwing his whole reputation and life away over Donald Trump because he hates Donald Trump. I mean, if Donald Trump is so bad, and Donald Trump is, if he's that bad, he'll self-destruct. God will take care of him. Way too late about the lynching law. Right, there hadn't been no lynching in 50 years, at least 50 years. So they introduced legislation based on this, and now this is not the truth. Somebody said, why is it, way too late. So this is what I'm saying. Everybody had this knee-jerk reaction, but about what Justice Smollett said happened to him because they just want to believe him. That's right. He could have protested the better fashion. Thank you, Ms. Deb. Now watch this. Here's the other thing. Stay with me. Let's go back to Brett Kavanaugh. They called him a rapist. They said he was 15, 16, 17 years old when he supposedly raped or ran a gangbang or whatever on Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. No proof. Don't even know what it was. No. And then the same Cory Booker and Kamala Harris called him a rapist. With zero proof. This guy, he had proof, all right. The receipt from, what's the name of the Classy Beaver hardware store? And the red hat was bought from the beauty supply store in the hood. And the mail fraud, because they found the letters from the magazine to the two Nigerian descent brothers in their house, the bleach. I mean, the rope. I mean, come on. Then yesterday, on President's Day, Cory Booker and Kamala Harris, they're like, well, we got to wait and see what the evidence was. You didn't do that with Brett Kavanaugh. There was no evidence. You didn't do that with Justice Smollett. You just automatically assume, batten down the hatches, everybody. That's it. It's over. Right. As Dr. DePoma said, and who the hell goes and decides to jump someone in minus 10 degree weather? If you had any sense, you'd be out that cold. Here's the other thing. Do you know that he was posting Instagram stories? Justin was posting Instagram stories, and they said that they subpoenaed Instagram because what he was doing that to signal his location to the Nigerian brothers so they know when to come out and to the stage the attack that they rehearsed at least on 3 occasions. Now that's a lot of planning And that's a lot. Well, it's a lot of bad planning. That's a lot of planning and all that to do this. And it's all now. It's a federal crime. Ain't no. Mike said there ain't no noose in Chicago. I know that's right. Bring a noose if you want to. His brother's gonna be Pokey and Bam Bam gonna meet you there with an AK-47 to come to Chicago with a noose. They don't even have that. Well, they may have a couple down south, but here's the other thing, y'all. It's a federal crime, but you know what? The United States of America is not as racist as it used to be, and it's not as bad, but it sounds that way because the mainstream media and Reverend Al and people like that make it an issue. Or his reactions through to ABC interview with Prices. Oh yeah, thank you, Trish. Yeah, and this is what everybody's like, Jesse cried, he was sitting up there crying, he's an actor! Hello, he's an actor! He can cry on cue. It was bad planning, yes. James from Truck 2020. It was bad planning. Badly thought out. See, he should have said it happened and said he already called the police or something. See, but to call the police yourself, it's bad. They're still racist, but we need to call them out when we see them and hear them. Yes, call them out racist when we see them and hear them when they're really being racist. The Klan is real. Look at Charlottesville. Okay, all right. But even that was not all what the media presented to be. See, here's the one thing you got to understand, Asia 407 and Mike, and all of you here, that bottom right hand corner of the screen, follow me on my periscopes. Listen, you must understand that the media, the mainstream media, yeah, fake news, CNN, sometimes MSNBC, and sometimes even Fox News, they perpetuate these stories because it's all about clicks, it's all about money. And they make these stories sensational, so you'll come back to their show. You go to their website, you go to their YouTube channel and click and all this stuff. But a lot of this stuff is not as it seems. So this is what you have to do. I wonder if this is all his idea of his put up to it by someone higher from the industry. He had to have been put up to it because he couldn't be that stupid. Somebody died in Charlottesville. That's right. What happened to the cut on his face here on TV? That's true. I whooped my brother for calling someone a degrading name once. That was the last time he did. That's right. That's right. You know, there's other people involved. There's other people involved. You know, but I think that we need to realize too that things are not as bad as the media would paint the picture. The media paints the picture of everybody's racist. I've always had a lot of, and I hate saying this because it sounds like a racist, I've always had a lot of good white friends. That's right, we can't allow it. Not even for family. Thank you, Trisha. You know, and I have a lot of white friends, and I have a lot of black friends, and Hispanic friends, and Asian friends, and so on and so forth. And no, we don't always say things politically correct, and no, we don't always get it right, but you learn, and you go from there. I mean, but right now, they want to go back, everybody want to go back and say, oh, you did this in the 11th grade, you did this in college, you did this. You know, I told somebody yesterday, it's going to end up being to where we end up going back to nursery school. And say, you know what you did in nursery school? You know, come on, man. Come on. All I know is, hey, let's just move past Jesse. He's an uneducated kid. That's right. I agree with you, Mike. Hopefully this will be my last Periscope on Jesse Smollett, because we already see where this is going. But this media agenda is calling fear on all sides. Yes, it is. No Eskimo friends. Thank you, Dr. Diploma. Hey, y'all, thanks for checking me out today. At Rob Carpenter on all social media. You can get text notifications from time to time. 813-285-4974. 813-285-4974. I don't text you every day and all like that. Also, follow me in the right-hand corner of the screen. Hey, chicken lip. That bottom right-hand corner of the screen. If you want to be part of my Periscopes, look to hear from you real soon. Love you. God bless. Jesse! Y'all, you need to get some help. Peace.